Hey guys, welcome to the channel Darwin G Racing, and in this video we're gonna be continuing from session 6. This is part 2 of Kartkrew Motorsports karting training program. In this session, all we had to do was hot lap and perfect our racing line and techniques.
Nope.
This is the end of session 6 and we improved a lot. Now let's move on to session 7. In session 7 we had to do hot laps again, but this time Ali sir would be seeing us and telling us where to improve. Over here I started to notice some problems with the kart, and that it wasn't really picking up its revs very quickly. As you can see over here, the kart in front of me just flew away on that short lift off area, and over here as well. But luckily, this lap we get our car changed. The moment we exited, I knew this kart was really well, because you can just see how fast we picked up the pace. This is session 8. In this session, as you can see, cones have been placed on turn 1 only, and over here it's not as tight as you think, but it was pretty difficult to navigate at times. Let's see how it went. You might see again that my kart is a bit slow, but this was not true at all. It was entirely my fault, as whenever I be braking, my foot would be on half of the accelerator, which would cut off my engine, not letting it produce full power. As you can see right here, I was a bit on the brakes because I thought I would be on the barriers. And we lose a lot of time. You'll see it again right here. Brake and then right on the accelerator while brake was still halfway there.
Foot is going on the brakes while accelerating unknowingly. Okay, that is cutting off your engine completely. Okay, so this has got a cut-off system. You either brake or only accelerate. Right, so while accelerating, if you brake, it will cut off and then you'll have no power.
This is session 10, and in this session we had cones on turns 1, 3 and 9.
On the brakes. When you brake, try and keep the car straight, alright, and then you make the corner. You're losing because you're holding the brakes for too long. Okay, right, go.
moving on to session 11. In this session there was a cone placed on turn 3 and we had to basically do what we did in session 11. We had to perfect our racing line, set our braking points and be consistent and try not to hit the cone on turn 3. Here are some of my best laps from the session.
When you're turning into the corner, are you pulling or are you pushing?
I'm pushing.
Okay, and then why do you brake? Like, why do you slow the car down in the middle of the corner?
I don't.
Huh? No. Actually, it is a little. In the first couple of laps, you are flowing. Even these sections, your lines are good.
Okay.
Lines are good, but you can carry more pace on those lines.
Okay.
All right. Now, even for example, that U-turn, right?
Yeah.
I think that is where I see a lot of variation in your brake.
Yeah.
So just fix one point. You see, there's an arrow on the right hand
Yep.
side, the black color.
Yeah.
So you fix that point. Either you're going to brake at the arrow or right after the arrow.
Okay.
All right, and then you brake there,
Okay.
and then start working on where you're going to throttle to exit the corner.
Okay.
All right. If you're throttling here, you have to keep throttling at the same point. The
Okay.
moment you throttle and you slide,
Yeah.
that means you made a mistake.
Okay.
Right. So once you're comfortable with this, then you throttle a little earlier.
Okay.
Because then you'll go quicker.
Okay.
Your lines are actually good,
Okay.
but you need more pace on the lines.
All right.
Yeah.
This is session 12. In this session, Ali Sher would show us the perfect lines and we have to follow him around the track.
We're going to drive 4 laps.